What's up there, YouTubers and fellow riders? The Chemist back at it, cooking up another DIY for you on how to clean out your injectors. I'm currently working on my 05 750 Gixxer, and this is going to be like part 3 now. I went ahead and did my compression test. I went ahead and cleaned out my throttle bodies, and they're looking all nice and tight now. All of them are clean, as you can see, both top and bottom. Nice and clean. Next step in this project is cleaning out the fuel rail and the fuel injectors, and I kind of want to show you how I went about doing it. So once I removed the bolts, which are what, 4 bolts to hold it on onto the throttle bodies, I went ahead and I removed my number 1 injector, and I'm going to clean them out one at a time. And I went ahead and labeled them according to the numbers that I had placed on the throttle body. So that's what the numbers that you see, both top and bottom, so that's I know exactly which one they went into. When cleaning out the throttle body, when cleaning out the injectors, I'm using the throttle body and air take air cleaner. I got that from by CRC. I got that from my local O'Reilly shop, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean these bad boys out. Now, to clean them out, I went ahead and made my own rig. You can too, however you want to do it. Simplest way that I found was I went ahead and took me a cap from one of these things. It's not exactly this one, but you can do the same thing with this. Basically took off this cap, placed it on here, and threw one of these rings on here, a tie down ring, just to keep it on the throttle body. Not much pressure is going to come out of here or be placed in here, so it just got to be a nice seal just so that it doesn't leak through. But after I did that, I pretty much just cut off my tip according to my syringe size, and it slides exactly right over it. Let me zoom in on that right there. I cut it to exactly where I need it, and it slid into my syringe. So not many people have a syringe. You can pick one up at anywhere, I don't know. You maybe even use the ones that they use for cooking. But I happen to have one of these laying around because I use it for acrylic. Gluing acrylic together and fine pieces and whatnot. So I basically took some regular old leads, and there is no polarity on this, so you don't have to worry about that. But I got one of these coming around and connecting to one side of my switch, which is basically going to supply my 12 volts. And so if we can follow these wires here, so I can give you an example. Let's see. So inside here are 2 prongs. I took one of my red leads, my alligator clips, and I brought it all the way around to my switch, my push button switch. And what I'm doing is I'm just breaking the power point, directly to the battery with this. You're gonna go ahead and continue on here, all the way down, and that is going to connect to either your positive and negative of your battery, and the opposite side is also going to connect either to your positive or negative battery. Like I said, polarity doesn't really matter. The theory behind this is while you're pushing the syringe, you're going to go ahead and push your push button, 1, 2, 3, and as you do this, it is going to spray or shoot. Try not to keep the button constantly pushed or pressed down. You want to kind of keep thumbing it like that as you go through all of your throttle body cleaner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this back of the syringe, go ahead and fill this up, and connect it up to my battery post terminals that I have on my bike, and I'll give you a quick demonstration. I'm not sure if I can do it with one hand, but maybe I'll find a way. Get back to you in a bit. Alright, so I'm back at the bike, and as you can see, I got my power connected up. These are my external battery posts. This is my ground, this is my power, and I usually use this to working on the bike. Comes in very handy. For those of you interested in this tutorial, just go ahead and subscribe. I got a list of things that I've done, including this project right here. So I got it all set up right here. Now I don't think I'm going to be able to do this with you guys on here, but I do have a little stand. Maybe I can make this work. Give me a second. Let's see. Push and pause. Alright, so I got it rigged up, and I got my camera all set for you to show you guys exactly how it's done. So I got my syringe right here, ready to rock and roll. I got my push button switch, and basically you're just gonna hear, you can probably hear it kick on. So all I'm gonna do is push into the syringe, and at the same time push my button, or continuously tap my button, and you'll see the injector spray. Oh, well, I'm going to try that again. And this is actually my third time doing this, so I believe this injector is pretty much clean. But at any rate, that's how it works. So for those of you looking to clean your injectors, here's a simple solution for you. Grab one of those nipples off the any one of those flex tubes and a syringe. You could probably pick that up at the grocery market if you want to, but like I said, I had this one on hand. And get yourself a clamp and wire it up. So at any rate, hope this guys helped you out. I'm going to continue on with my project here, and like always, see you next problem.